Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're looking at something pretty huge. The idea of preventing and maybe even reversing cancer through, well, lifestyle and diet.
That's right. We're digging into some really interesting material, originally in Spanish, actually.
Yeah, and our sort of mission here is to pull out the key takeaways, specifically how diet and lifestyle might be tools against cancer.
Tools for prevention, but also sometimes reversal, which is quite something.
It really is. I mean,
Wow.
the whole idea that what you eat and how you live could have that much impact is powerful, isn't it?
Absolutely. Okay, so where do we start? The source points strongly towards trans fats.
Yes. The stuff you find in like ultra-processed foods, fast foods, that kind of thing.
Exactly. And the key link the source makes is inflammation. These fats seem to really promote chronic inflammation in the body.
Right, and that constant inflammation,
Yeah.
it's like a background noise that can damage cells over time, potentially paving the way for cancer.
That's the connection. Yeah.
Precisely. It's a significant factor highlighted in the source. But, okay, there's a flip side, the good news.
The good news, omega-3 fatty acids, think salmon, nuts, chia seeds, foods like that.
Mm-hmm.
These have, natural anti-inflammatory effects. It's a direct contrast.
So, trans fats fuel the fire, omega-3s help damp it down.
That's a great way to put it. Yeah.
And the source even gives that simple example, swapping crisps for nuts. Seems small.
It does, but the idea is that these small, consistent changes can add up to a big difference for your health long term.
Okay, so it's not just about avoiding trans fats or adding omega-3s, is it? It's broader.
Definitely broader. The source talks about a whole anti-inflammatory approach. So a diet heavy on natural, nutrient-rich foods, low in the processed stuff,
Makes sense.
but also, crucially, combining that with daily movement,
Mm.
getting enough rest, managing stress.
Right, it's the whole package. Diet's a huge piece, but not the only piece. It's about your entire lifestyle supporting your body.
Exactly. And this holistic approach, it's good for prevention, obviously, but the source suggests it's also beneficial during illness. It helps create a more supportive internal environment.
Okay, and speaking of illness, the source also touches on specific things to maybe avoid during cancer treatment itself
Yeah.
to help recovery.
Yes. It does mention potentially cutting back on things like tobacco, alcohol, excess sugar, even gluten and dairy for some people, potentially.
Interesting. So the thinking there is to remove things that might hinder the body's healing process, creating the best possible conditions inside.
That's the idea. Fostering an environment where health can, well, thrive. It all leads to this really empowering message that cancer isn't necessarily, a death sentence. That's a key takeaway from the source.
Yeah, the potential for prevention and sometimes even reversal through this integrated approach, body, mind, environment. It gives you a sense of agency, doesn't it?
It really does. It suggests we have maybe more control than we often think. These daily choices about food and lifestyle, they matter a lot.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for joining us on this deep dive today.
Hope it was useful.
If you found this valuable, maybe share it with someone you think might benefit. And remember that key message from our Spanish source,
Change starts with you, and it can start today.
which kind of leaves you with a question, right?
Yeah, like based on this anti-inflammatory idea, what's one small dietary change you could make? Maybe starting today.
Something to think about. Maybe look into some more anti-inflammatory foods yourself. Take that first step.